Hello viewers, welcome back to the Kenyan Plain Media for another episode of aviation. If you are a first time viewer, welcome and support the channel by subscribing. Kenya Airways is a major airline in Africa. It is the largest in East Africa with a fleet of 35 aircrafts. However, it does not come close to some African rivals like Ethiopian Airways, which has about 115 aircrafts, and Egypt Air, which has 78 aircrafts. Also, comparing the age of Kenya Airways fleet to those of Egypt and Ethiopia, Kenya Airways has the oldest fleet with an average age of 11.7 years. So, if Kenya Airways is a major airline in Africa, why does it own just 35 aircrafts when its rivals have double that number? Well, the most appropriate answer to that question is Kenya Airways is not ordering new aircrafts, and it is not ordering them for many reasons. To begin, Kenya Airways has been struggling financially. It has been making losses for a decade now. The loss-making trend started when the management blundered and made some costly decisions regarding buying and leasing aircrafts. To put this in context, Kenya Airways was determined to beat Ethiopian Airways and ended up leasing aircrafts it did not need. It ended up with 59 aircrafts, most of which were not performing as required. When this became unsustainable, the airline returned some of its leased aircrafts and leased some of its own, therefore reducing its fleet to the current 35. Another decision that cost Kenya Airways dearly was fuel hedging. If you are wondering what fuel hedging is, it is a tool that companies consuming a lot of fuel use to protect themselves against volatility and rising fuel prices. Kenya Airways was hoping its fuel hedging practices would protect it against rising fuel prices. However, this did not go as planned. Here is what happened. Before 2013, Kenya Airways expected fuel prices to go up. However, the airline was looking to protect itself from those increased fuel prices. It therefore had an agreement with a supplier that it would in future buy fuel from them at a fixed rate. Now, this meant despite the increase in oil prices, the airline would get oil products at a price it was comfortable with. However, the airline did not account for the possibility of oil prices reducing. Unfortunately for Kenya Airways, fuel prices went down instead of up, which meant the airline had locked itself into buying fuel at a higher price than it would have paid for if it bought it on the open market. This alone cost Kenya Airways about 7.2 billion Kenyan shillings. Because of these two factors, the airline has been making massive losses. You wouldn't expect an airline making huge losses to commit to buying a new aircraft, right? This explains why the airline has not ordered new aircrafts. Actually, before COVID, Kenya Airways considered ordering Boeing 737 Maxes to modernize and expand its fleet. However, it did not place an official order for the type. This could change soon though. Recently, the Cabinet Secretary for Roads, Transport and Public Works said the airline's business is actually profitable. The problem is that it is using its profits to pay its debts. Furthermore, Kenya Airways CEO projects the airline's business to become profitable from 2024. Should it pull it off, it will resurrect its expansion plan, and maybe then we will see a commitment from the airline for new planes. If you have a point to add on this topic, don't shy away from doing so in the comment section below. Thank you for sticking around to the end, and I'll see you in my next video.